Out here walking with my baby and jogging stroller, and I have her all bundled up. But I'm gonna do a story time. What are you looking at, sweetie pie? Huh? There's my little baby girl. Yeah. Got her all bundled up, and yeah. So this is gonna be how I lost weight after having a baby. Right around delivery time, I was about 180 pounds with her, and then right after I was about 160. Let's see. I guess I'll check it and then put it in. But it's like at this point I'm about 145 to 148 or 150 maybe, and it's interesting because she's about a year. She's a year and 3 months now, and basically, I thought, oh, okay. So if I work out until I have her, then I should be able to lose the weight maybe sooner, or I had to worry about blood sugars and diabetes running in my family. So I was working out, doing dance workouts until like literally the day before the C-section surgery. Hey, you okay? So yeah, I was working out until then, and then after I had to really take it easy, and I would go walking in the hallways. I think it was like the day after my surgery. They try to get you to walk after 12 hours. I just went to the bathroom, I guess, at maybe 12 or 15 hours. I went once or twice, like walking there. I don't know if I went more, but yeah, it wasn't automatic, even though I used to always work out so much. I went to the gym. I like worked out in weights. I did Pilates, yoga, HIIT workouts. I did insanity workouts. I did so many workouts. So, but when I was pregnant, I gave up the insanity workouts probably around month 4 because I thought it would be too much for her. But I kept doing squats and lunges and stuff carefully, and I didn't do things too fast. And I quit doing all my ab exercise workouts right around that same time. Even like movements in the Zumba, I stopped all the ab movements. So that's how that went. And then after I had her, and then I was, worried about the incision opening up. So then I didn't even do lunges until she was about 4 months. And then I started to do lunges, and I had to work back up to it. And then around 6 months, I started to feel a bit more like myself. So then I started doing those workouts, like easygoing, like slower Zumba workouts. But I was still careful with the ab movements. Everything didn't feel quite ready for those workouts yet. And then around 9 months, I started to feel more normal for my ab exercises, but I noticed I had to like work back up to it. And now I am close to somewhat physically, like as far as like having the strength for the ab movements, I'm close to that now. And I guess that's pretty normal. But if I didn't try, I noticed I wasn't gonna feel that way. And I noticed I had to do the ab exercises, especially the lower ab exercises, to get my stomach to go a bit more back down. But I'd say after around 4 months, my stomach was pretty back down. And the cool thing was I have no stretch marks at all from the pregnancy. I do have stretch marks in general from growing, like, when I was younger, my hips and stuff. Only so many. Yeah, but on my stomach, I have like literally no stretch marks. And the only thing, it's like there's the incision cut, and that's like, I guess, pink. You know, it's healed mostly, but my stomach does look a little different, like my belly button area a little different, but it's not like somebody who didn't know what my stomach looked like before, they wouldn't, yeah. But I mean, not that that matters, but I think as like women, like we care about, it kind of affects our self-confidence, which can affect like how happy we are with ourselves or when we do other things. So I could do a video about how I tried to avoid stretch marks and stuff like that, because, you know, who wants literally stretch marks? I mean, if you have them, just like I said, I have stretch marks. It's not like I don't, but not from the pregnancy. So not on my stomach or my chest from that, no. So that's cool, but yeah, it's taken a while to get back to where I am physically, and I'm not as agile, I think, from like certain types of workouts I used to do. I have to get back into those, so I plan to get back into those, but so far I'm actually like pretty close to where I was, so that's pretty cool. I mean, I've lost all the weight, like even around the time I got pregnant, it was like right around the same week that my cat died, that I had a cat for like 17 years or so, and like right around the same week that I got pregnant, that's when that cat died. Like and then yeah, so, but I was about 155 around then, so I don't care if my weight fluctuates a little bit because water or whatever, but I think that's, you know, it is an interesting thing. Like in order to lose the weight, I have been walking and doing exercises, but for me it's really about health, because my blood sugars, and there's diabetes running in my family, so it was necessary, because I would get like dizzy and all these other effects if I left extra body fat on me. So for me, it's like I had to. But the things I did, I was drinking a lot of water. I've been breastfeeding the whole time. But I don't think, like, if somebody wasn't breastfeeding, I think they could probably still lose the weight even without that. It's just that I've heard that our stomachs go down in the first few months after having a baby. It goes down sooner if you're breastfeeding. But other than that, the other stuff, it's like really ab moves, walking, drinking water, eating vegetables. I think a big one was tracking what I was actually eating, because I was eating like 2,500 calories or more, which is definitely over how many I should really be eating. And so I had to reduce my calorie intake some, but couldn't do it too much because of the breastfeeding. So I had to make sure I had breast milk still, so I had to eat enough calories for that, which for mine, I think I've heard it's around 1,800. So it's somewhere in between 1,500 to 1,800 to eat. So once I figured out how much I was eating, then I tried to get it closer to the amount